Hi everyone, this is Christine Newman, or aka List Girl. Today I'm going to show you how you can print computer journaling directly onto your 3x4 Project Life journaling card. So let's get started. Oh, I'm using Photoshop CS3. This tutorial should work for any version of Photoshop or Photoshop Elements. You want to go to File, New, and create a new canvas that's the size of the journaling cards. And I measure the journaling cards, and it's actually not exactly 3x4. So I'm going to put in 2.875 for the width and 3.937 for the height. Make sure your background is white, and then go ahead and click OK. And now we have our canvas in Photoshop that's the same size as the Project Life journaling card. Now I like to turn on the grid view just so I can see exactly how much room I have to work with inch-wise. Each grid, each little square is a quarter of an inch square. So I know there's design on the top and bottom of the journaling card that I'm using this time. So I'm going to create a text box that's within my parameters of avoiding the top half an inch or so of the journaling card and the bottom quarter inch. And now I'm gonna, for the interest of time, I already typed my journaling in beforehand, so I'm gonna copy and paste. You can adjust your text box a little bit, and in this case, I'm gonna adjust it so that it fits better on the journaling card. I'm going to center it a little bit. Okay, now I'm happy with the journaling. And next, I'm going to actually create a heading on here with my date. Move it over a little bit. And then I'm going to use a different font to create the day of the week. Next to it. Move it a little bit. Move this a little bit as well. Okay, so now I'm ready to print, and don't worry about the grid. The grid on the screen isn't going to print out. So we're going to go to File, Print, and you'll see that it looks like your paper, it's expecting you to print on an 8.5 times 11 paper, and we don't want that. So we're going to go to Page Setup, leave the media type as plain paper. That's okay. And I should mention that my printer is a Canon Pixma MP620, but this tutorial will work for any printer that has a rear tray with an adjustable paper guide. So for the paper source, you don't want it to print from the inside tray. You want it to print from the rear tray so you can adjust the size of the paper coming in. And then I want to preview before print, and I want to go to Page Setup. So now it's saying my paper size is letter, or 8.5 times 11. And I want to go to the bottom and customize it to the actual dimension of the Project Life journaling card. So I go ahead and change it to the dimensions of the Project Life journaling card. And now I can go ahead and say okay. And it's gonna look blurry a little bit and looks like it's falling, the edges are printing off of the journaling card, but don't worry about that. We're gonna say done. And then we're gonna print. Oh, now it looks fine. Okay, so we're gonna say print, and you'll get this message that says image is larger than the paper's printable area. Some clipping will occur. I usually don't worry about it. It usually doesn't clip. I pick my printer and I say print, and then I say okay on this window about PostScript specific print settings. So now I get a preview of what's going to print out onto my Project Life journaling card, and then I just hit start printing. Okay, so now I'm coming over to the printer to load my journal card into the rear tray of the printer. This is the journal card. I'm going to load it tops down. So top down, top goes in first. And then this tray has an adjustable paper guide, so you'd want to adjust it so that it's exactly the width of your paper, so that it'll guide the paper into the printer straight, so that when you print it, it'll come out straight. So I'm gonna go hit print on the computer and be right back. Okay, now the printer I sent it to the printer and it should start printing fairly soon. It's gonna come out the front. And here it is. The spacing I think turned out okay, and I'll show you a picture on my blog.